Welcome to Bella's Bargains, where everything is from the Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. This is Effingham. My cow, he goes with me sometimes. Hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing. Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes. In her own special way, to the people she calls, come buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. Their nests are so bare, and their young ones are hungry backwards. Their young ones are hungry, and their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Do you guys know this part? Sing it with me. Come on, Bella's Besties, let's do it. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. One more time. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Movie. Come on. Movie. You should all know this movie. We should all know this movie. Anyway, Kathy and Teresa, that's totally in the genre that you guys like to hear me sing. And Bella's Besties, come on, you're all about my age. It's so our age group song from a very famous movie. Anyway, today I decided to sing that song because I was putting a bird on one of the crafts I'm going to show you, and that song just came right to my head. So I was like, well, that's the song to sing today, obviously. Also, I spent the weekend looking at a lot of birds. All right, hey guys, if this is your first time here, welcome. Did I say welcome to Bella's Bargains? My name is Amy, because if I haven't, that's what I usually say. And if this is your first time here, stick around just a little bit. I think you'll probably like the channel. I'm not going to go into too much about what I do, because most of you should know what I do. But basically, it's a Dollar Tree channel. I mean, that's in a nutshell. Not a nutshell. In a dollar shell. It's a Dollar Tree channel. I do crafts, upscales, DIY, food reviews, shopping Saturdays. Just read my description box. It'll tell you all about it. And why is it all Dollar Tree? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. It's $1. It's $1. It's $1. Oh, yeah. Okay, and I love that. All right. So today you've landed on Totally Easy Tuesday. I got to be honest, though. These are not the easiest Totally Easies I've ever done. So I went camping this weekend, and I left all my Shabby Chic stuff out so I could do crafts as soon as I got home for today's video. And so I was trying to do easy Shabby Chic. Not so easy to do, by the way. Shabby Chic is a little difficult. But as soon as I put all this away, Halloween is coming out, and I'm super excited about Halloween. All right, I do need to go over just a few things. First of all, if you're new here, I do a weekly giveaway. So all you have to do is watch Tuesday and Thursday videos. You have to be a subscriber. You have to give me a thumbs up, and you have to leave a comment on both those videos, and then you're entered into a drawing to win a $20 gift card, which, by the way, why don't we just announce that right now? Oh, yeah, let's do it as soon as this iPad opens up. Okay, let's see. It's right here. And the winner this week is P. Wiles, 2003, I'm guessing. Hey, P. Wiles, you won. All you've got to do is message me on Facebook Messenger, and I will send you your gift card. But please respond to this video today and let me know that you won, and then send me your information. Last week, she doesn't have Facebook, so she had to email me. But I really prefer to do it Facebook if I can. And that was Princess. But it took Princess a couple days to find out that she won. That's my fault, because the winner didn't get announced on Tuesday last week. Got announced on Wild Wednesday. Wild Wednesdays. All right. Also, I'm so close to 1,000. I'm like literally going to look right now. I'm at 935. All right, 935. which means we have 65 people to go. Let's start sharing. Let's start getting, who do we know? Like, who do we know that we could get to watch this channel? I don't know. Anyway, whoever it is, we need to get people on here because once I get to 1,000, I'm giving away a $50 Dollar Tree gift card, and my guy will make his video debut. All right, which is, I really want to show you footage that I took this weekend of him splitting wood. I'm just going to tell you, it was really sexy. I mean, I thought it was. He's just sitting there like swinging his axe. Then I got up to try it. I didn't lose a toe. So there was that. Anyway, actually I did okay, but it's really hard work. So we went camping this weekend. For those of you that are new to the channel, you're like, what's she talking about? We went camping this weekend, had such a good time. So it was a holiday weekend, so then, you know, we could go for like 3 nights instead of just 2, and so it was fun. We had a great time. We cut a lot of firewood, and he split a lot of firewood, and I killed a lot of flies. There's a lot of bugs out this weekend, I guess because of some of the rain that we've gotten there. Anyway, it was so much fun. We had a great time. His sister and brother-in-law were there with us, so it was a nice, relaxing weekend. I feel so refreshed. So, like, my hair is... I like showered. Like, first thing you do when you get home from camping is shower, right? I showered and I stuck it up on top of my head with a clip, and so it gives it like these really crinkly, which wasn't what I was after. But I'm not redoing my hair this morning. I was like, yeah, forget it. This is what you guys are getting. So anyway, yeah, I don't even know why I just told you all that, but I did. All right, what else do I have to tell you? Oh, Minnesota Mickey wants to know how to upload pictures to my Facebook. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly, so hopefully this will help, because I have my Facebook page right here. All right, so Bella's Bargains is my Facebook page. All you have to do to upload a photo to my Facebook page is to go on there and hit create a post. Or tag me in a post. I'm sorry. Tag me in a post. Wow, I probably shouldn't be talking about this because I did it on my guy's phone. And I don't have that with me. But you can go to your own channel and then you tag me just like you would tag anybody. And then it's going to show, I go onto mine and then I approve it and it goes onto my page. Because it's considered like a business page, it's not really a personal page, you can't just go on, well, actually on most people's personal pages, you can't do that either. So you're just going to do a post on mine just like you would do on your, like on any of your friends' pages. So I don't know if that helps. That probably didn't help. Minnesota Mickey did it. I don't know what else to tell you. And if you have Messenger, you know, you can send me pictures via Messenger. You just attach it to your message on Messenger. So, yeah, Mickey, I probably didn't help you at all. Do you know any teenagers that could help you? Come there and show you directly on your phone? But the best way to get a post onto Bella's Bargains page is to do the post on your own and then tag me. And then it comes up for me to approve and I put it on mine. Lots of you have done that. I should see if there's any right now. I was gone all weekend, so I don't know if there's any on there. Oh, there is. There's a couple on here, so anyway. All right, guys, so that's it. On the Facebook thing. I'm really going to work this week, I think, on getting onto Instagram and trying to figure all that out. Should we see what I made this week? Because I don't want this video to be too long. Oh, and also Friday, I went shopping with Amy from Bargain Mama. So we have a video, we'll show you that this week of that. That was a whole bunch of fun. I really liked it. So I went to some stores down in Tucson. So that's always fun to go to stores in a different town, right? We love that. Actually, my dream is to get an RV and do hauls from Dollar Trees all over the country. Yes? Yes. How fun would that be? Just to go around doing Dollar Tree hauls from like all these random places. People would be like, it'd be so interesting, I think. Anyway, okay. Did I go over everything? Oh no, subscriber challenge. Subscriber challenge this month is pumpkin. Do a pumpkin of any kind. And at the end of the month, you send me a picture of that and I do a video showing all the subscribers and what they created with the pumpkin. So all it has to be is a pumpkin, any pumpkin, but all your supplies must come from Dollar Tree. So if you are interested in doing that, it's called the Subscribers Challenge. I love doing it. It's so much fun. And then I feature everything that you guys created gets featured on my channel via a video. Okay, so I'm going to start with this, I think. Am I going to start? Yeah, I'm going to start with this. So because this is about the easiest thing I did today. This is one of their little buckets that has like, see, there's part of the original bucket. It has florals all over it. All right. What I did was I sort of shabby chic'd it out by 3-dimensionalizing the bucket. Okay, and I talk about this, I think, in there. The reason I did one of these buckets is because it already has a background, so it's gonna you're just gonna make it busier and three-dimensionalizing it. Like, look there where I've put the florals on there. It's so cool. Oh, there's the bird. That's the bird and made me think of the song. And a couple of little signs. Do you see, guys? And I used all kinds of different, I just lost the flower. I didn't glue it on there well enough. Anyway, I used all kinds, I gotta glue my glue gun in now. All kinds of different kinds of stickers and little florals and stuff. So there's some stickers that are like the three-dimensional ones, see there where they're like that, and then some stickers are flatter. I used some real florals. I put some little pearls on things. Anyway, and then just a little plant with some of my coconut stuff, and I changed the handle from the shiny ribbon to a piece of lace and just knotted it. I think this is super cute and it's super easy. It's very shabby chic looking. And I think it would look really cute actually hanging from something. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, the next one I'll go to is this little tray, which this is just one of the little trays that they sell at Dollar Tree, upside down. And this is super easy. So I just got the stain, and I've got the stain right here just so I can show you. This is the Rust-Oleum gel stain, which actually Bargain Mama Amy, she found some for me and I found some too, so I'm super excited about that. And this is a very light coating of that stain, which is golden oak, all right? Now, what I did was just did that light stain. I talk about this in the video. When I went to do the rub-ons, the stain has like a waxy thing to it, so it won't stick. So I had to Mod Podge over and then do my rub-ons. So this is just a very simple, shabby chic looking little tray. So did some burlap trim on there and burlap ribbon on the handles. Look at the sides. I think it's super cute. This one is super easy. And it's just cute. It's very cute little sheet, like a little trinket box almost. All right, next was the birdhouse. This one's a little more difficult. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. And mostly it's difficult because you have to get the chimes onto the bottom of the birdhouse. So in this video, and this is where I take the nautical twine and I half it so that there's two strands. I love the look of that. I just love the twisty look that it gives. Anyway, in the beginning, I start this birdhouse out where I'm gonna use it's the natural stain, which really does nothing. I guess if you have a really beautiful piece of wood, then you're gonna stain it and seal it basically. So that's good for that. Anyway, it just gives it kind of a sheen. But I actually liked what happened with the birdhouse when I did that, but I couldn't do the rub-ons because anyway, and I just gave up and said, okay, never mind, I'm gonna decoupage. But I want you guys to see something about decoupage. There's a bird on this side, but I used the napkin, and this is the napkin. But what I did was I just cut out these parts of the napkin and this part of the napkin so that I wasn't getting like the postcard or the florals. Then I separately cut out the florals to put on and the bird as a top, and on the back I put the florals, all right? And then, anyway, put the chimes on it. This is from one of the bamboo chimes, which, how cute is this to make a birdhouse, the chime like that? And then the string on top and just a little decorative on the top. And that's it. So this one, it's not that it's hard, it's just a little more time consuming because it gets kind of tedious to cut the things out of the napkin. And this was a 2-ply napkin, and I did remove the first ply, so I'm only using 1 ply on this. And I love this green. I just love that green. And that's these napkins. But any napkin will do if you like the color. You know what I mean? Like you can, and yeah. Anyway, and tissue paper. Also, obviously, tissue paper. Okay, and then the last one, which is my favorite, I think. So this is one of those buckets, one of the metal buckets. And this is a top of a garden trellis. Last week, I made that solar lantern for Jody, I think. And I cut the part off of the lantern so I could get my sides, and this was what was left over. And so you'll see how I did it in there. I love this. And then this is a wrapping paper that I Mod Podged. I did the rip and Mod Podge on here, and then just added a little decorative spot in the front and some plants. And I did used one of the vines here and I just sort of double looped it up on the trellis. But of course I don't have to have that on there. I could just have the trellis showing, which is kind of cool, I think. Anyway, I love this piece. I think it's very beautiful. And I love the burlap roses, but I want you guys to take note. They stick out pretty far. So when I use them, I'm really flattening them. I really push them down. And notice like this one's even sort of on its side. So it didn't look like I had the, you know, like these three things sticking out evenly. Anyway, I love that. I think the pinks and the blues go perfect with this paper. I hope you guys like this one as well. That's it. I only made 4 for you today. I was camping, so I was kind of rushed to get these done. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. No cat footage or anything today because I've been gone. But they were very happy we were home. I might. As I was saying, the cats were very happy to see us come home. So my phone died. So I had to go get my charger, charge it. Anyway, that's it. You guys, I hope you like what I made for you this week. As always, have a great day, great week, a great life. And from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Maybe we'll see you back tomorrow. Enjoy the video. This is one of their buckets, and I'm just gonna take the base of this is already really sort of almost shabby chic actually. It's super shiny. So I'm gonna just add things to the top of this and almost three-dimensionalize the outside of this bucket and then put a plant in it or something like that. So I have an array of stickers and things so I'm gonna start. So one of the reasons I picked this bucket was because it had so much going on in the background. It was going to be really easy to make this look very full because I didn't have to cover the whole surface. And I just went through and picked different stickers and whatnot to put on there, added some three-dimensional florals, did the pearl wrap on the bottom, and I think later I decided to also put it on the top. A couple of stickers that had some words on them just to add a little bit something different to it. And just my take on sort of a shabby chic three-dimensionalized planter type thing. And it's just personal choice. I was really kind of following the colors that were already on the bucket for my florals and stuck with those. Used some of the pearl wrap. I put little pearls inside some of the florals coming up here. And I did put it on the top here as well. So we did the pearl wrap, adhesive wrap on the top and the bottom. I just cut one row off and ran it along the top. And then I had some leftovers here, and that's where I was putting some of the little pearls inside the center of the blooms, which just adds a nice little shabby chic touch to it. And I'm mixing all kinds of mediums here, so flat stickers, three-dimensional stickers, and real fake plants and whatnot. And I changed the handle from that bright orange ribbon to the lace, used my coconut stuff and put a plant in it. I think it's really cute. tray. I'm going to use the new gel stain by Rust-Oleum Golden Oak. And then I'm going to decorate the inside of the tray, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there until I get started, but probably stickers and floral in there. Let's go. This is that brand new stain that I just got. I believe it's oak, but it doesn't really matter what the stain color is. I mean, it's just going to be personal preference on that. This is just the new stuff that I just got, so I'm trying it. And I did not put on a heavy layer stain. You'll notice that I'm really lightly wiping it on there. But when I went to do rub-ons, it wouldn't come off because, of course, the stain has like I don't know if it's a waxy or greasy or something, so they wouldn't stick. So I Mod Podged. I put Mod Podge over the stain, and then that helped. It still took a little bit of work, but then I was able to get my rub-ons on there, and it took a little bit, but I did eventually get on there. And then, of course, I covered them up with Mod Podge to seal them down. So I'm doing the whole inside of this tray with Mod Podge so I can add more of the rub-ons on there. And then I took some burlap ribbon and wrapped the handle area, and then some burlap trim, and did just a little trim on the 4 corners, basically, just to give it a little more vintagey vibe. And then I'm just adding some florals into the wreath in there, and being not super careful because even if parts of it didn't go on, it gives it more of a vintagey look. And then it was just personal preference on what you put where. I did put a bird on there, and I did not put his feet on because there wasn't a branch on the wreath to hold that too. So I was like, just cut his feet off, but it's fine, I think. And then just kept adding the florals, then a little butterfly there. And then I decided to go around the outside with some of these, and each one of these I did seal with Mod Podge, by the way. So I just took some of these random vintage rub-on things and put them all around the outside of the tray, and that was pretty much it. I just used up most of what I had on this sheet of rub-ons, added a little yellow to the wreath inside there, and then I think I added another bird on the inside later. Just going around. So this is personal preference, however you want to do this. I just just like the randomness of throwing these all around the outside of it. By the way, I did not Mod Podge first on these because the stain at that point had dried overnight, FYI. And anyway, that was it. I think this came out really cute, super easy, but a fun little piece. I can just see, putting a candle on this. On a table somewhere, or you could even almost hang this on the wall. Anyway, fun piece. Hope you guys like it. My shabby chic little tray. This is a birdhouse. This is a bamboo wind chime. So I'm going to turn this birdhouse into a wind chime. And I'm going to use the new Varathane gel stain that just got. So this is natural. And then I have an array of like very shabby chic rub-ons. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put on there, but we're going to get started and then I'll start that. And then I'll decide what goes on there. All right, so I opened up the natural stain and I was putting it on the birdhouse, and it really is a natural stain, so it doesn't really darken it much. It just sort of gives it, I don't know how to explain it, like a sheen almost. And then I took some markers and I was doing some highlighting. Okay, so number one, I actually liked the way that came out, but I couldn't do the rub-ons again because you can't rub on over a stain, FYI, a gel stain for sure. And so I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know, it's really not as dark as I wanted it with the stains. So I said, that's it, I'm going to decoupage. So I took this napkin, but I want you guys to notice, I only used the floral sketch parts, not the birds, There's a postcard on there. I just used the floral sketch parts so that I was keeping it sort of this green all over. And there was some sketch parts where it's brown sketch and other parts where it's green. So I used the green on the house and the brown on the roof. Not that you can even notice that, but maybe subconsciously we can. I'm not sure. So just went and took pieces and covered it. Got it all covered up. And then after I did that, I cut out all of the florals that were on that napkin. So there's like cherries and yellow flowers. And then I put the florals around it, the yellows in the back, the cherries on the sides, and in the front I added, there was like some pink flowers. So it's not super vibrant, it's just enough, sort of that vintagey, it's very vintage looking. And I really like this. Now that was a little more tedious to do that, to cut it out. But then I got the placement of the color where I wanted it, and then I put one bird on the side. Then I've got to cut the chime off of what it's hanging on, which is this bamboo thing. So I cut it off that, and now I'm going to attach it to the bottom of the birdhouse. I used thumbtacks and knotted it around there. So knotted two on either side. So there's two strings with two chimes on them, and then the one in the center, of course. And what I did was I knotted so that they wouldn't slip past a certain point to keep the chimes where I wanted them, and then put the one in the center. Then after that, I put a rope on the top, and so I used a screw. This is half of a nautical twine, so I've unwound it to half the size, and knotted it with some twine, and then screwed that into the top. And now I'm just going to decorate that top just a little bit with some greenery. And this, again, is just personal choice. I was using the yellows because there was yellow flowers on the back of this. And these yellow flowers are very dainty, so it works really well. And just putting them on there and placing them in a way that I think looks good. So that's pretty much it, and it came out really cute. I love how this looked. There's a clamp there because I had to glue the center noise part of it. It was coming apart. And I did put a little lace bow on the top of this. Super cute, and it chimes, actually, in the wind. So this is one of the tin planter things. This is the top of a trellis that I cut off for another project. That's Boji in the background, meowing. And I'm going to make a Shabby Chic planter. So I have this wrapping paper, which I think is really, really beautiful. And I'm actually going to do rip and Mod Podge it on there in sections rather than trying to make it all solid. And then I need the zip ties to, I'm going to zip tie this all so I can put it inside of my planter thing here. So it's going to look really cool, I think. Anyway, first, I suppose we'll Mod Podge. Let's go. First, I'm zip tying that trellis just so I can fit it inside of the bucket, and also it gives the top of it more of an arch. I really loved how this came out. It also looks very Art Deco, by the way, I think. And that was just the top of one of the garden trellises. Now I'm going to take my paper. I just cut off a section so it was easy to deal with. And I'm just ripping and Mod Podging it on. And I love this look. It's so easy to do. It's absolutely so easy. And you can, it's just fun. And kids, this is a great craft, by the way, to do with kids when you do the rip and tear Mod Podge. Or decoupage, or whatever you want to call it. Notice I'm going over on the lip. I don't care about that because I'm going to sand it off later. Right now I just want to get that bucket part covered up. So it's just rip and tear and Mod Podge. And I am using water there. As you guys can see, that does really help soak the Mod Podge into the paper. I'm not too concerned with wrinkles, again, because it doesn't really bother me when I'm doing Mod Podge. The wrinkles don't. It gives it more of a vintage look, but there really wasn't a problem with wrinkles on this one, so not too much. And I am leaving the twine on the top of this. I like that on this bucket. All right, so after I get done all of that, I've got to let it dry. So I set it aside to dry, And then after it was all said and done, I took my sanding block and I just, you're going to see in a second, I just sanded around the rim where some of the paper had gotten onto, and I'm not being too concerned about anywhere else around it because I kind of like sanding it a little bit. Now I'm going to give us a decorative spot on the front of this, so this is just greenery, and I'm going to use the pink burlap roses. I find they need to sort of be squashed down so they're not standing out so hard, and then added some blue because of that beautiful blue that's in that paper, and just little touches here and there. Now pool noodle in the middle so that I can secure that trellis, and then just putting plants in there. I did take an ivy vine and put it up through the trellis. First I went all the way around. In the end I just did it halfway up the trellis so we could see more of that trellis sticking out. I love this. I think it came out really pretty.